Welcome to round two. We kept a very good hand on the play, 7 cards. We're also against a blue deck, and he's got a Piracy Charm for our Delver. So that's no good. But we still have a decent hand to follow up. No threats yet, but we do have some action here. So he's just going to pass. Hopefully we'll hit a land. I'm not going to play Spell Stutter Sprite. And no land, so we're just going to pass now. He does hit a land. We're still not going to do anything. And yeah, we could 8k main phase, but that's not happening. Miscalculation, interesting. So this is probably some bigger form of a mono blue control. We're going to go ahead and 8k. We do hit a land. Let's go ahead and go for the Git probe. That's pretty funny. Oh, he's got 8k, so he's got Deprive, Counterspell. He's got 8k, Gush, Charm. Now he's going to draw 2 cards, which is pretty crappy. And he's got counterspells for days. So we could go for Spell Stutter Sprite here. If he counters it, we can daze it. I don't see that being too good. He doesn't have any pressure, so we don't really need to go nuts here. Though it will be important to resolve some type of threat. Now that kind of sucks. And we can't even daze his play here, and he can also Piracy Charm. So we're just going to have to let that resolve. We could fight over it and try and get Spire Golem down, but we can do that next turn. We can just resolve Spire Golem. We can also draw 3 cards, but you know, we can do that later. Let's go ahead and do it. So we still know that he has 2 Deprives, a Counterspell, a Piracy Charm, and a Gush. Una's Grace. We might just want to 8k here, but we'd have to discard. We can also snap. I think we're going to snap his Delver here. If we do that, he just replays it. He can counter our counter. Yeah, we don't need to do that then. And he flips on a Preordain, so his hand is Counterspell, Double Deprive, Gush. What is that? Preordain, Piracy Charm. And he has a Spire Golem. I think we probably want to fight over this. It's going to counter back, and our daze isn't going to do anything for us. We do have a snap. I mean, I guess the Spire Golem really isn't that big of an issue. But we may have wanted to fight over that just so we could 8k. So I'm not sure. Maybe that is a mistake. He's going to cast a Preordain. I'm going to go ahead and try and Spell Stutter Sprite this, and that way we can resolve 8k. The Spell Stutter Sprite isn't very useful, so hopefully we get a card out of him. I think he's just going to Charm. Yeah. Yep. Bottom top, so still we know he has Gush, 2 Deprive, and Counterspell. And I think I'm just going to draw 3 cards here. But then again, we have all these great things we can do. We know he has 3 counter spells. He can cast the Golem for probably 1 or 2 next turn, and we can fight over it. But that doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything. So yeah, I'm just going to draw 3 cards. And I suppose we can ponder here. And we don't want any of these. We don't want the days, we don't want the lands. Just shuffle. Okay. Just going to hang out. We're going to take 2 next turn, but we're not on a significant clock. We have to try and set up our counters to... He's just sending with that. So he's representing Piracy Charm with that attack. But then they both trade. So he's skill testing me. We know 4 of the 5 cards in his hand. Yeah, we'll just block. It's a 2-for-1 if he uses Piracy Charm. Oh, it's not a 2-for-1. It's just a... well, that's not good. Yeah, that's actually really bad for us. Okay, that was a pretty big mistake by me. And now we're looking at about 5 damage a turn. We're almost at the point where we can fight over snapping this, but he's going to gush. Maybe we just want to use his days now. He can cast... He's got 3 counter spells, right? We can also snap the Insectile Aberration. Just get him to fight over it. And it gives us time. So I think we snap this, we daze this. We can also snap this and just fight over it. Delver, counter, counter. But he still has 1 to pay. We also have Spell Stutter Sprite. So Delver, we sprite it, counter, we counter, he counters, we counter. Yeah, so we'll just snap this. I guess we can... No, we're not going to daze. We just established that we're not going to daze. So he is going to be up on cards. Pretty unfortunate, but... I don't think he can win a counterspell war because he doesn't have enough going on. And that's a beating. So we actually can't... we can win a counterspell war with this. We can't let him draw 4 cards, right? Okay. Let's fight. So we know he's got 2 Deprive. He's got a Dispel. So we can still... Oh man, that really screws everything up. Because now the daze isn't going to work. Ugh. God, that sucks. He's just got way too many counterspells for us. So he draws 4 cards here. Oh man. Actually, we can win this fight, right? We Spell Stutter Sprite this, he counters, we counter. Okay. The problem is the Delver resolves, but... No, maybe we can daze it. I think we're okay. We want Spell Stutter Sprite to resolve. So we're going to counter the Deprive. And we have a daze to seal the deal. So we know he has a Deprive and a Counterspell left. and a Delver, and an Island. So we know all of the cards except one. And we can counter the Delver also. Ah! No, we can't. That's terrible. Okay, he's not playing it. Good for us. Now we can fight over this. Yeah, let's do that. We're gonna draw 5. I'll just pay the alternate cost. So maybe that does something for us. I don't really know. Should. Double Delver. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, this game is going to be pretty wild. So he can start casting Una's Grace. That was a good draw for us. And that's going to resolve. Yeah, now he's got the Spire Golems. He's got all the power. So we've only got 1 knowledge left. He's sending in. That's going to connect. So do we fight over Delver of Secrets? I mean, I guess we do. We just try and drain him. Counter spells. This Spell Stutter Sprite's not going to do much else. We are kind of flooded again. So maybe we're playing too many lands, I'm not sure. Okay, so his hand is, what, at least 1 island, right? And counterspell. I think that's his hand. And unfortunately we can't cast that yet, but we're not in terrible shape. Let's play a land, go about our merry way. We definitely need a Spire Golem to resolve. So if we hadn't blocked there with our first Spire Golem, we'd be in much better shape. Oh, he's going to Una's Grace. I'll just F6. That's really going to put him over the top. I'll take 2. And look at that. This is not looking good for us. And his deck just goes slightly over the top of what we're doing. It's got late game with Una's Grace. It's got Frostburn Weirds. It's got Quicksand. So it's really tough for us to do what we're doing here. So we've got double Cloud of Fae and Island. I don't want these. Cloud of Fae does nothing. We just want some more counters. Gataxian Probe doesn't really do anything for us. It's just a cycle. But we might as well. Not going to pay any life. Yep, I pretty much knew that. So, I think we just chill here. And I'm not sure how I want to block or anything. We can trade the Frostburn Weird off, right? It becomes a 2/3 and they just trade. But then he still has 2 Spire Golems. We can double block a Golem. And then I think we just want to get this Frostburn Weird off the table. It's a little too threatening at the moment. Becomes a 2/3. Yeah, we'll just trade it. Delver's not really giving us much real estate otherwise. It is keeping his guy back. Okay, what else do you have? Nothing. And what do you have? Nothing. I'm not sure we want to play lands anymore. He has 6 lands. We have 8. I think we'll just hold them. And we're going to pass. This game's gonna take a long time. we've got 5 minutes less on the clock than he does. Take it. We got a snap here, but nothing really else we can do, so we're just gonna pass. He can counter the snap. He didn't Una's Grace, so he must have gas. We're going to 10. Saving the snap. We have a gush. Yeah, I think we'll just go for it. Then we'll do an end step and we'll cast it for the full amount. He's gonna Grace again. Yep. I think we'll gush. No, we'll gush on the end step. Going to 8. Well, yeah, let's gush now. We have a daze, that's not going to do anything. There's a counter spell. So what do we want to do? He's got maybe 2 counters here. I don't think we have much time to wait. We've already used up how many counters? We've already used up 2, so this is the 3rd. I think we're just gonna go for this. We can also go for this, but we're at 8. This Delver isn't really significant, but yeah, I was kind of worried about that, to be perfectly honest with you. Buys us a little time. Oh man. But he's still got to kill us, so maybe we'll double block at this point. And then we can fight over the Delver. Maybe that's our best chance. We can take 2. But it's not looking good. Preordain's fine. Wow, we're really low on time. This first game is killing us. Bottom top. He's ahead by like 5 minutes. Alright, I think we have to take the block now. And look how flooded we are again. This is almost all the lands in our deck. There's not really anything we can draw that's going to be much better here. Yeah, we have to block because we're dead to Piracy Charm otherwise. He might Piracy Charm his own guy. Oh boy. I guess we fight over it so we can try and resolve Spire Golem, but I don't even think that's going to work. We're pretty much out of this game. Dispel. Do we want to daze him? Yeah, let's daze him so that maybe... Well, he's still got Counterspell, right? Maybe he casts... that wasn't really bad, because he's going to tap this. And he can... Well, if he casts Delver from there, then he won't have double counter. But, I mean, there's really nothing we're going to be able to do. He's got such inevitability with Grace. And once again, we're super flooded. So I feel like for the 3rd game in a row, this could be a sign that we need to play less lands in this deck. Maybe I should start cutting lands for sideboarding. So we're pretty much dead. We got 2 Spire Golems, so we're going to try that. And if that doesn't work, we're going to concede. Okay, good game. Alright, let's go to our sideboarding and see what we can do. So this is going to be very tough because he's essentially just a bigger and stronger version of our deck. I think Ninja is once again pretty bad, but you know what's even worse is accumulated knowledge. We need to board out of these. It's kind of a gamble because he might not board out of them either. He might not board out of them, but if we leave him in, we can just set him up for an incredible amount of card advantage. If he leaves his in, then he's still going to have card advantage over us, but there's not a lot we can do. So I'm going to cut one Ninja because his weirds and his golems just block those so well. I think we're going to play it like this and try and kill him with tempo early. We have to try and kill him early, essentially. I don't know if we want Echoing Truth. That would be good as another bounce effect, but I don't see what else we would cut for that. Maybe Gush, but I think we're going to try it like this. Okay, we're going to play first, hopefully have an explosive hand here. This hand is not fast enough. It doesn't do anything for us, so we're going to go to 6. And this hand is, I think, keepable, so we'll keep it. We've got Cloud into Frostburn turn 2 and potentially Spire Golem turn 3. See what he does with these. Yeah, those Piracy Charms really ate us up, and we made a pretty bad play with our block that got our first Spire Golem killed. Needless to say, we probably still would have fallen prey. But now, I mean, we got to worry about Piracy Charm here, so we won't pump this 3 times. We'll just pump it twice. We actually might just Spire Golem him. He's got... Okay, yeah, I think we will. I don't expect him to have days. He had miscalculation and the like, so just being on the play here I think is going to help us. We have a Delver. We can resolve that as well. I think Spire Golem is actually a little more important, though. So I'm fine actually attacking him and playing Spire Golem and just kind of riding the Frostburn weird. And I'm sure he's going to flip. He used a Preordain, so I think he set it up. Nope. Hit a land, however. He's got a Stormbound Geist. That's fine. So now we know we can get in for 4 with this and resolve Delver. Maybe we just clock him for 4 for as long as we can. No reason to transform that. Okay, so we've got quite a force here. Delver would have flipped last turn, by the way. But his isn't flipping either, so that's good for us. Piracy Charm on Delver. Nothing we can do about that. And I think we're just going to pump this twice here and go to town. Make it a 3-2. He could block and Piracy Charm. Yeah, let's do it. Hitting for 3 isn't a bad thing. If he blocks, then we don't... I mean, him blocking would be pretty bad, let's be honest. That's 2-3, and this is 3-2. Take 3, please. Please take 3. Yeah, alright. So, Frostburn Weird doing work for us here. And he reveals a counter spell. He's got 5 lands. He's got a Spire Golem. And we're pretty much stopped dead in our tracks. We have this. He has 3 cards. I mean, we can wait to use this. but it's only going to buy us a small amount of time, so I think we're just going to pass the turn. Frostburn Weird's really our only offense, so I don't see a reason in taking that damage, or sorry, taking that trade. Now he's got a quicksand. That makes things very complicated. We'll just play this. We have 2 dispels now, so we're almost ready to make a play, but for now we're just going to hold back. Again, we don't really have an offense that's worthy of, casting Snap, especially now that he has double. I don't think there's anything we're going to be able to do now. I don't have a reason to hold back lands. I mean, we can bluff, but other than that, nothing really going. I mean, we had a really good start, but he just kind of stopped it, as most mid-rangey, go bigger than you decks tend to do. Alright, I'm going to probably take that. I mean, I feel like I can... What's this? Another Delver. Well, that's no good. He's got 3 cards. We could actually snap his flipped Delver now. Jeez, there's so many options. Snapping the unflipped Delver doesn't... I don't like that. This gives -1, -2, so this would make him a 0, 2. We could pump him to be a... Yeah, that's pretty gross. We have no attacks and our board sucks. Alright, now we have a counter spell. So we have 3 counters here. I think we have to assume a more defensive posture. But I don't think we have anything to deal with Stormbound Geist once again. I was not aware that this was some kind of tech that people were running. And there's a confirmed Piracy Charm. This is going to be a disaster. So... I mean, we can take 4, but this is going to kind of snowball. We'll take 4 for that. I mean, we'll use our life total as the resource that it is. Cloud of Fairies I'm not really interested in playing, though it wouldn't be too bad. It's just going to eat a Piracy Charm if we try and double block. He's got 7, 11, 13 power. What do we really want to draw? I think we might just cycle with it. The fact that he has Piracy Charm is pretty disconcerting here. So we're just getting walked all over with this deck. We're very likely going 0-2. I will continue to play the matches, but this is not a good sign for our performance. This deck has been performing a little better with the limited testing that I have. Let's cycle and see if we want to fight over this. So we have a Daze now. He's got Piracy Charm. We have Counterspell. He counters, we Dispel. He counters, we Dispel. That seems like a lot of fighting over that one simple thing. But I don't think we can afford to take 2 anymore. Or 4, excuse me. It's a third of our life total, so. I'll start with a Dispel. And we'll go from there. It resolved, or yeah, the Dispel resolves, so that's good. He's just gonna pass. Okay. Now we got a Spire Golem we can fight over too. Counter. Yeah, let's do it. So that's gone. The daze is not going to really do much, but that resolved also. Okay, well, I'm just going to pass then. If he attacks with everybody, I'll block the Delvers. Serrated arrows, I don't think we can afford to let resolve, so we're just going to fight over it. It's just going to do way too much damage to our blocking capability. Bring it. Let's do this. I hope it's not a dispel. Get out of here with that. If it's a dispel, we're in trouble. Oh, never mind. Yes. Get out of here. Alright, cool. So that's good. That didn't happen. Okay, we can get rid of that. We know his hand is island and one unknown. So now I can attack with Frostburn Weird and maybe trade it with something. I think I'm willing to do that now. Because the Quicksand just makes the Frostburn Weird terrible. Yeah, we're just going to take this trade. Boom. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got to do. That's all I have for you. It's very much a stalemate. He's on 2 cards. I'm on double snap, which may actually be a factor at some point if we can try and develop a board and then, you know, just really strike into him. Oh man, what a nightmare. So he's probably got one more counterspell in hand. We know he has an island. I'm just gonna cycle this. It would be nice to have the blocker, but we really need something a little more desperate here. Let's ponder. Ponder life. This is all going away. Let's do it. Yeah. That's right. He's just bluffing lands. This, by the way, is my favorite Zendikar Island artwork. And I'm glad he's running that. So we got 6 in the air, but he's got too many blockers, so I think we're just going to pass, and we might eventually time out. Which I think that would be a first. There's a ninja. Hard casting it doesn't do anything. Snapping 2 guys and attacking with 3 doesn't do anything. Plus we're maybe dead on the backswing. Let's just wait. Alright, fight him. He's probably got a counterspell now. But it's just going to crush our board. Okay, that really sucks. Deprive. Sure. It's not even attacking. Okay. Sure. Ugh. We're so dead. He's got 11 power in the on the board. I think he got rid of his AKs as well. But that was interesting. We are complete toast. Completely. There's a Frostburn weird. It's not really relevant to the game, but I think I'll play it. Maybe don't want to play our... Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It's insignificant. Cloud of Fairies down. He's got 13 power. Well, I want to counterattack with the ninja. Blocking the Geist seems bad, but then we can double block it next turn. And we lose one golem. We're going to lose a golem to arrows no matter who we block. Well, that's not true. I think we just block 2 golems and the Geist and we take 7. Or we can snap something. Yeah, we might snap some things at the EOT. Like, for instance, Insectile Aberration. This is actually a really bad plan, but I mean the board, there's no option. I mean the board is what it is. And he did not yet use an arrow. He's got Quicksand for the ninja, so that actually doesn't do anything. This is just gonna buy us time. But it kinda sucks. Oops. Who cares? Whatever. Got another snap. So can I snap the ninja in response and then ninjutsu again? Only if I attack with 2 guys. Then am I dead to the backswing? Oh. I'll just cast them. No, we can't even do anything with them. Screw this. We are dead. We're either timing out or just straight losing. We have not won a game with this deck, which is crazy. This is a good deck. Guess what? I'm just gonna concede. So we'll keep playing. We went 0-2 in this daily, which is abysmal. I don't think I've ever gone 0-2 in a daily. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you for round number 3.